Is your closet filled with things you never wear or things that don't match? Or are you like me, a long-time knitter who has a disproportionate amount of sweaters in your closet? It is for the likes of us that I started this series on knitting a capsule wardrobe. The idea is to knit things that my closet is void of, that look good on me, that matches my style preferences, and that go together with the rest of the items in my closet. Hello and welcome to Knit in the City. I am Rebecca, and the city is more aspirational than actual. In this first pattern roundup video, I will be going through a bunch of wrap cardigan patterns, 12 to be exact. So if this is something that you need or like, or if you're just into pattern roundups, let's hang out for a bit. Some of the patterns are new to me, and some of them I have talked about before. All the patterns and some extra will be linked in a Ravelry bundle in the description box. Gauge is given over 10 centimeters or 4 inches, if I don't say otherwise. And I'm not going to say otherwise. So why did I pick wrap cardigans? Reason for this is that I think that they look good on me. They work with my style preferences. I have a lot less cardigans than sweaters in my wardrobe. And I think that they are appropriate for spring. I have sorted the patterns into 4 different categories: classic, textured, lightweight, and something different. And here are the 12 patterns that I picked. The first one is called Late Summer Wrap by Pernille Larsen. And this is a knitting for olive pattern. It's made in 1 strand of their merino and 1 strand of the silk mohair. It's an all-over stockinette piece, knit from the top down with a provisional cast on, which you later unpick to make the neckband. The cardigan has a saddle shoulder construction, long ties and a folded cuff. The sleeves are tapered. It comes in 8 sizes, extra small to 4XL. The model is fitted with an ease of 0 to 8 centimeters. That is 0 to 3¼ inches. The yarns used are fingering and lace held together on 3.5 and 4 millimeter needles, which is a US 4 and 6, for a gauge of 20 stitches. The next one is the Camille Wrap Cardigan by Johanna Gerich. And this cardigan has a similarly classic look, with the exception of having a less smooth surface. The fuzzy effect is created by holding 2 strands of lace mohair together. Like the previous cardigan, it is knit from the top down, but this has a raglan construction and balloon sleeves. The neckband and ties are made using double knitting. The cardigan comes in 9 sizes, extra small to 5XL. And it has a recommended positive ease of 5 to 10 centimeters or 2 to 4 inches. It's knit in a lace weight yarn held double on 4.5 and 5 millimeter needles. So this gives a more airy fabric. That is a US 7 and 8 for a gauge of 17 stitches. The next one is the Cara Wrap Cardigan by Rebecca Clow. And like many of Rebecca's patterns, this one comes with options. It has 2 different bust shaping options and also waist shaping options. It comes in 2 lengths, cropped and full length, and it can be knit with long or short sleeves. The cardigan is knit top down, and it has a set-in sleeve construction and an I-cord edgings and ties. The hem is ribbed. It comes in 10 sizes, 1 to 10, and has a recommended ease of 0 to 5 centimeters or 0 to 2 inches, so quite close fitting. It's knit in a fingering and a lace held together on 4 millimeter or US 6 needles for a gauge of 20 stitches. The next one is a free pattern, and this is the Live Wrap Cardigan by Sari Nordlund. And this is a pattern from the yarn company Novita. The cardigan is knit from the bottom up with raglan decreases, and the edgings and ties are knit in garter stitch. It comes in 6 sizes, extra small to 3XL, and the ease is not given. It's knit in an Aran weight yarn on 3.5 and 4 millimeter needles, which is a US 4 and 6 for a gauge of 18 stitches. And now we're coming up on the next category, which is textured. And the following 3 cardigans display some kind of texture pattern, from a simple rib to a flower pattern. The first one is the Darling Wrap by Pernille Larsen. And this cardigan is the second design from Knitting for Olive, knit in an all-over 2-2 rib. It is knit from the bottom up, and it has a raglan construction. The edgings are finished with I-cord, and cuff and hems end in the same rib as the body, so you don't make a different cuff or hem. It comes in 8 sizes, extra small to 4XL, and it has a fitted silhouette with negative ease. And the pattern specs don't tell you how much negative ease that is. It's knit in a fingering and a lace held together on 4 millimeter or US 6 needles for a gauge of 22 stitches in the rib pattern. The next one is a brioche cardigan, and it is called the Brioche Bliss Wrap Cardigan by Simone Ryan. This is a wrap cardigan that comes in 2 lengths, cropped and full length. It's knit from the top down in all over brioche. The cardigan has saddle shoulders, and edgings and ties are double knit. And this pattern also contains video tutorials, and it is suitable for knitters that are new to brioche. It comes in 10 sizes, A to J, and has a 4.5 to 11 centimeters of recommended positive ease, which is 1.75 to 4.25 inches. It's knit with 2 strands of lace weight yarn on 4 millimeter needles or US 6 for a gauge of 15 stitches in the brioche pattern. The next one is the Meadow Flower Wrap by Sharon Manninger. And this wrap cardigan has a raglan construction, and it is knit from the bottom up. It has a decorative flower pattern on the body and the sleeves. The hem has a crochet edging that can be substituted for an I-cord if you don't want to crochet. The cuffs have I-cord edgings. It comes in 8 sizes, extra small to 4XL, and the ease is negative, but no number is given in the pattern specs. The yarn weight given is lace, but it seems like the cardigan is knit in either one strand of lace weight held with a sport weight, or a DK on its own on 3.5 millimeter needles or US 4. And this gives you a gauge of 22 stitches, or you're supposed to hit a gauge of 22 stitches. The next category of cardigans is lightweight. The following wrap cardigans are all lightweight, airy and fluffy, and perfect for a cool spring day. The first one is the Camille Sweater by Johanna Gerisch, and this is her second pattern on this roundup. As the name suggests, this wrap is a sweater rather than a cardigan, since it does not open, but it still has the look of a cardigan. This sweater can be worn as a wrap cardigan with a V in the front or with a V in the back. The back neck has a slight U shape to accommodate for this kind of wear. The garment has a raglan construction, and the wrap pieces are knitted together at the hem. The sleeves are wide and tighter at the cuffs. All edgings are I-cord. It comes in 6 sizes, XS to 2XL, and it has a recommended positive ease of 7 to 10 centimeters. The cardigan is knit holding 2 strands of lace weight together on 3.5 and 5 millimeter needles, which is a US 4 and 8. And this gives a loose and airy fabric. The gauge is 16 stitches. The next one is the Soja wrap cardigan, and this romantic wrap cardigan has been in my favorites for a while now. It has a delicate lace pattern and generous ties. The cardigan is knit top down and has a raglan construction. It comes in 9 sizes, XS to 5XL, and has a recommended positive ease of 9 to 15 centimeters. It's knit in an Aran weight yarn. It's a brushed alpaca, which gives it its fluffy texture, on 4.5 millimeter needles or US 7, and this gives a gauge of 21 stitches. The next one is the Ballerina Romance Sweater by Camille K. And I made an episode about fancy camisoles last year, and Camille was featured in this one. And she was also in the episode of, I think it was 6 designers I would like to knit from. I still haven't knit anything from her, but this next pattern is her design. And just like the Camille sweater, this wrap top doesn't open. It can also be worn with a V either in front or in the back. This wrap has a lace pattern on the sleeves and scalloped edges all around the neck opening. It's knit top down and it has balloon sleeves. The cuffs and hem are knit in 1/1 rib. It comes in 6 sizes, extra small to 2XL, and has a recommended positive ease of 6 to 14 centimeters. It's knit in a lace weight yarn, 2 strands of silk mohair held together on 3.5 and 4 millimeter needles, which is the US 4 and 6, for a gauge of 20 stitches. And the scalloped edges are crocheted. The last category is something different. For this pattern category, I have picked 2 patterns that look a bit different than your average wrap cardigan, but the wrap function is still there. The first one is the third Knitting for Olive pattern. This is the Darjeeling cardigan by Pernille Larsen. This cardigan has a longer silhouette than the other patterns in this episode. It is knit from the top down and shaped with short rows. The body and sleeves are knit in stockinette, while the deep hem and cuffs are ribbed. The neckband and ties are also knit in ribbing. The cardigan comes in 4 sizes and has a range of positive ease from 15 to 70 centimeters, depending on the size, so it differs a lot here. It is knit with 3 strands of lace weight yarn, which is their silk mohair, held together on 4.5 and 6 millimeter needles, which is a US 7 and 10, and this gives you a gauge of 15 stitches. The next pattern in this roundup is also the last one, and I think this is turning out to become a rather short episode. This is the Devote by Kim Hargreaves. This wrap cardigan has a big cozy collar, set-in sleeves and a wide tie. It is knit bottom up in pieces for those of you who don't fear seaming. It comes in 6 sizes, extra small to 2XL, and no ease is given. It is knit in a DK weight yarn on 3, 325 and 4 millimeter needles, which is a US 2.5, 3 and 6. And the gauge is 22 stitches. Those are all of the wrap cardigans that I'm talking about today. And I will go back to the drawing board and decide which the next garment is going to be. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you will follow along with me while I figure out all the new pieces that my wardrobe needs. Have a nice day. Bye bye.